What's up, everyone? It's your boy Jimmy here, coming at you with another deck tech. This is my blue-white blink deck. I love Restoration Angel. It's one of my favorite cards. I would say, like, in the history of Magic, it's probably like in the top five of my favorite cards. This is a sweet card. 3/4 flash, blinks a non-angel, so it's a value, it's pressure, it's everything. It's Restoration Angel definitely leads to like my best modern finish like ever. So I have a soft spot for Restoration Angel and just value decks in general. This is kind of like a weird value deck based around mostly Blade Slicer, Resto Angel, but I also have an aggressive line here with Champion in the Parish. And of course, Soul Hoarder. You can't play a Blink deck without Soul Hoarder. So yeah, this is the deck. 24 lands, blue-white mana here. Glacial Fortress, Temple are pretty much the best two dual lands. The deck does have an aggressive, like, kind of one-drop curve, but I also have a bunch of planes. But the temples are like fine too. Like you just need X amount of dual lands, I think. Champion looks weird because you can't really blink it with a resto, but it's kind of like that early pressure. Like if you put a turn one champion out and let's see, like 18 things are humans and they'll be blinked a lot. So champion does get pretty big. You know, you only need to be like, a 4/4 to even be really good on things. Thraben Inspector, Watcher for draw, kind of just draw cards mostly. Watcher's pretty great with like Soul Herder or Resto Angel. You just get the card. It's more like selection, and Thraben Inspector is raw draw. Most people would play like Wall of Omens here because of the human aspect. I like Champion a lot, or I like the Watcher a lot. Blaze Fire is the reason I'm playing this deck because with Resto it's pretty great. Obviously, you want all these in the battlefield effects. Need Guard Mage. I had like Cloud Blazer for a second, but I kind of like the Guard Mage. It comes out in turn sooner. Needs a little more life. Also, just I mean, Cloud Blazer also flies, but it's pretty good. Cloudskate is actually a 2-drop, but it's really a 5-drop. It just takes care of like problems and permanents. So does Nevermaker. Nevermaker with like Soul Hoarder means that your opponent really can't play any like non-land permanents because they'll just keep going on the top with Soul Hoarder. It's actually a ridiculously nasty combo. I think like ever since back in like season 7 when Ribbons kind of said like, "Hey, Nevermaker's really good," and it's so goofy, but it is. It's really good. Finally, another new card, Touch the Spirit Realm. Has great effects. Either like kills a creature or artifact. There's like passing artifact lands out there, or just blink something. The channel side is pretty decent at like blinking nonsense things like your own stuff, or you can blink your opponent's things like Dreadnoughts, for example. They come back and they have to satisfy the enter the battlefield trigger again, so that's kind of fun. I don't really know where my sideboard needs to be, but I kind of like catch-all stuff. Blossoming Calm's good against like hymns. Also fine against like storm cards, things like that. Gives you hex for like 2 turns, more or less. Isolate's good for like, one-drop decks, good for like Dreadnoughts or just kind of aggro decks in general. So is Disenchant mostly for aggro decks. Cannonist extra Storm Hate to go with Blossoming Calms, along with a bunch of negates. When like this removal stuff, like the Touch of Spirit is bad, I'd rather just board a bunch of negates. More catch-all removal here and Detective here in a single Gideon just for like aggro mirrors. I'm gonna play in a league today, which is streamed right now. I'm live here on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv. That's Jander Shemeka. The link will be in the description below, but let's just get on to it. First, I'm gonna register my deck, and then we'll go. All right, round 1 here with the blue-white blink deck. I'm gonna keep this hand. Pretty reasonable curve. All right, I think my opponent's playing Storm. It's a pretty easy Storm kind of card here. My hand is not good against Storm. Game 1 is not super great for that, but it's okay. But I have an aggressive start at least. I can start turn 1 champion into Watcher. Try to get something going. If I draw any of the bounce cards, like the, what do you call it? The Riftwing Cloudscape should be not bad. I'm gonna pay the mana for Probe. I love that. For me. Alright, I'm gonna lead with the Watcher here. Next turn I could like... Next turn I could touch plus Thraben Inspector. So I think I'll take Soul Herder. Because I'm gonna definitely blink this in a second. This is the need. my next end step. So I should do this on my second main phase after I've attacked. The Soul Herder will continually draw cards with the Watcher. Alright. Play my Inspector. Attack for 5. At least my, like, curve out, it's kind of fast. Alright, channel this thing. Draw that Soul Herder. Watcher comes back. I get another counter. I guess I could take the... I guess the Watcher is a little better, because it's going to, like, pump this thing a bit faster. Frantic Search, okay. Raw Frantic Search. They're not dead yet. I mean, I have a 2-turn clock, but they're just gonna go for it. Alright, discard the Cruise and a Boiler Works. That's a weird thing to discard unless they have another Cruise in their hand. Alright, yep, there's the Cruise. Alright, I think I'm gonna route the Soul Herder here. And just present lethal next turn. Link this Watcher, grab the Watcher, find a new card. I guess I could take Cloud Skate. It does, like, disrupt them a tiny bit. Alright, full grip from my opponent. I have no counter spells. It's up to you to kill me. Played a land to start. Not even something like a Pyroclasm kills me if they're, like, not even Storm. But I know they're Storm. Alright, they have Desperate Ritual. With the Splice. Another Desperate Ritual. Alright, there's a lot of red mana. Frantic Search. And I can filter the red mana into blue mana. Alright, tons of red mana. Probably last card's the Mind's Desire. I've never seen this Mind's Desire. It's kind of cool. Where's that from? Alright, probe, invoke. Another Mind's Desire. I guess I'm dead. I'm very dead, by the way. They should have no problem drawing their deck from here. Do you ever want to hit this? I mean, you can invoke Calamity, there's another Mind's Desire. It doesn't really matter. This is a really cool art. It's probably some secret layer drop or something. This would be a whiff if they didn't just draw their deck here, I think. I mean, this is not really a whiff. Main deck Stern Dismissal, okay. I think this is the, okay, they found the Brain Freeze. We can concede here. No reason to keep going. We kind of did that in the wrong order, actually, but it's not a big deal. If they have another invoke, it's like whatever. I think they did it in the wrong order, though. Okay. I like Canonus. I like Blossoming Calm. I like all these negates. What do I want to take out? I can bring in Temp Sphere too if they try to empty the Wardens me. Okay, all the touches are pretty bad. Nevermaker doesn't seem very good. They don't really play like non-land permanents. And I guess all these Cloud Skates are okay. They kind of just like bounce. They bounce a bunch of lands. I don't know if I have time to Elite Guard Mage though. I could just shave kind of some of this. I don't hate the land destruction, especially if they play like the Karoo land, so I could trim to like 2 Angel. Maybe not. Maybe like Soul Herder Angel. That's not bad. I kind of like this. Cool thing is like Candace is a human for some reason. Doesn't seem like a human, but it is, so helps the champion pulling in. Detention Fear could be a complete dud or awesome. I am ready for either. Alright. I like this hand. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna lead with the Temple of Enlightenment. I'm gonna bottom that. I kind of want lands for the most part. I don't think I could die in turn 2. I mean, I could die in turn 2, but it's very rare. I think I'm just gonna, like, play the Cloudscape. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run out of this. It's kind of rough. The less I, like, hold up negate, I think this is the best time to do this. It's unfortunate I drew a tap land, but it's kind of whatever. Juicy target for this tap land. Or for this Cloudscape. Because then I'm, like, kind of forced to hold up negate for the rest of the game. But I just drew a plane, so I can kind of run out this champion. But it's going to counter the first ritual. If I can help it. They're doing untap land. I wouldn't be upset about it. Okay. I'm good with lands now. I said I'm good with lands. I don't really like this position, though, where I'm, like, not really pressuring him that much. And I have only one disruptive spell, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. They're going to lose this land, or, I mean, they're just going to slow them down quite a bit. I'm definitely negating anything that happens here. Frantic Search, definitely negating. Ritual, I'm definitely negating. I don't know. Yeah, they have like Dispel here or Spell Pierce. That's pretty big. Okay. they F6 too. I think they saw me tapping lands and they're like, screw it. Okay. Alright, cast this. Bounce this Boiler Works. It's kind of a nice 2-for-1. I think I'm just gonna like play this next turn, so I think I'm just gonna run out all these Watchers while I can. I'll take the Resto. Oh, I clicked too soon. I meant, that was so bad. I have my button on F2. It's so stupid. I guess I'll take Cloudscape. I missed the point of damage. If it's down to 1 point, then it's whatever. Alright. I get all my cards, though. Well, they're gonna hate this. I mean, that was a nice Power Closet and all, but I get to Stone Rain them. Spanky, the game hasn't started yet. And also, hello. This doesn't start till in 5 minutes. It starts in 5 minutes. Now I'm checking ESPN. Hasn't started yet. Yep. You know it. You know it, Baker. It's working. Hey, man. It's working. And a Resto, too. Don't forget about the Resto. 51 months. Thanks a lot, Baker. Appreciate that. The biggest supporter. Almost. Almost. Alright. This is pretty sufficient pressure, though. I think I'm just gonna cast this again. Choke this. Yeah, I definitely want to like just keep time walking them. This is lethal too, so they need like another pyroclasm. Okay. Could draw an... I don't know why. I mean, I'm just gonna run out my threats anyway. It doesn't really matter. Ugh, I could die this turn. It really doesn't matter. I'll just take the resto. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, I think I'm dead here. All right. This could be an invoke. Okay. I really don't have responses. Cruise. I guess they're looking for something. I mean, they're choked on red mana now, so they have to have invoke and Mind's Desire. Oh my god, I won. That was very surprising. I didn't think I'd win that. All right, game 3. Double Stone Rain helped out there, so on to the game 3. I don't know if they're playing Empty to Warrens, but I don't know what I'd play out of the Intention Sphere. I think it's like not great to like. Well, what's the alternative? I just play the Soul Herder and another Restro. It's not a really big deal, so it's good to hedge. So this is a hedge. I'm gonna mulligan. There's no real like. It's just a slow hand. This hand is better. I could start with like champion, inspector, and then like hold negate for the rest of the game. It's not great, but it'll have to do. I could just die at turn 3 though. That's the big thing. I could also play very passively after this turn and just hold negate for the rest of the game. Okay, they're thought scouring themselves. Hmm. Kind of like running out the Watcher here. I don't think I could die this turn, but we'll see. Alright, heal this. I guess I'll take Soul Herder if this thing dies. Next turn I can hold like Flame Inspector plus Negate, which is not bad. The other champion's pretty decent too. I'm just gonna hold Negate though. This isn't like a terrible clock. Next turn I can play the Flame Inspector and still have Negate if nothing happens. I don't think they'll go for it. I've shown Negate already, so it's like okay. If they cruise, that's kind of whatever. I'm not like okay with that. I think they are cruising. Sure. Move to discard. Great D-Sphere. I'm gonna bottom this. Alright. Well, they're dead next turn, and I have the negate. So, I actually feel fine about this. They need like a Spell Pierce or I don't know. They don't have much going on. Alright, I'll let this happen. They could just, like, Desire for 2. I kind of want to hit the Invoke. It's pricked a layup. Um... I kind of... This is the part where I think I want to negate. But if they have a counterspell back, then they have, like, Invoke. If they have just Mind's Desire here, it's pretty bad for me. If they have another Seething Song and Invoke, it's pretty good. Hey, Dom. Yeah, Ice Cream. I've streamed a long time. I'm gonna negate this. This is kind of like the call here. Because if they have another Seething Song, I'm probably just dead. Okay. Alright. This is still pretty decent. Yeah, this is kind of rough, though. They had another Seething Song. That's interesting. Oh, no, that was a Seething Song there. They discarded Mind's Desire. That's kind of wild. Alright. So they have the Invoke. I was kind of waiting for the Invoke, but it's like... Now they invoke Mind's Desire. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of rough. It's kind of hard to tell without knowing their hand. Alright. Desire for 7. Ritual. Island Probe. Another Search. Probe. Alright, this is doable. They have to, like, flip a lot. If they have another Invoke, I'm not dead, because they don't have... This Strange Search has to hit. They hit another Desire. Awesome. Alright, they hit. That's definitely a hit. Okay. Alright, there's a Brain Freeze and a Calamity, so yeah, that's the game. Rough stuff, but, you know, did all I could. I think... I don't know if I'm supposed to wait for the... Because if I wait for the Invoke, they could just, like, draw into that Mind's Desire that they had. So, yeah, that's rough. Alright. They have a Tendrils, too. Okay, so what art is this? Stop. Stop. What art is this? That's cool, too. Alright. Well... Alright. Good job, opponent. I don't know. I don't know where I was supposed to negate there. I think that was the best time to negate, but didn't draw cannons either, so yeah, on to the next one. Alright, round 2. The Pain Dreadful Blue-White Blink deck. I'm gonna keep. This hand's a bit wonky, though. Yeah, it's Champion Herder. It's great. Trust me. Just trust me, it's great. Trust me, it's fine. It's fine. Alright, Temple of Deceit. That is a starting card here. I think I just might suspend the Cloudskate here. Maybe just all of them. Invisible Stalker. Oh no. Oh no. I don't know why I got deathly afraid of this all of a sudden. I'm gonna play this champion out. I feel like I need to draw something to cast a Blade Splicer in a second, so feel the pressure already. Thief of Sanity. What is this deck? Oh, they're gonna thieve me. This is not good. I need a land here. I kind of want to touch this. Alright, I think I might have to blink this. Or just take a hit. I don't want to take a hit and then hit a land. It's going to be so annoying. I don't think I can get hit by this. I don't want to get hit by this. Yeah, I'm not going to get hit by that. No way. I'm gonna touch this and then maybe like bounce. They could counter the Cloudskate though. What is this for? What is this stalker for? Alright, let's blink this for now. Maybe I can find another land to permanently blink it. Or just bounce. I might just bounce it. Just keep the tempo up. I'm definitely behind on lands here. What is this deck? Okay, a lot of unblockables. Alright. Rippling Cloudscape comes off suspend here. Alright. Alright, found the land. We'll play this Blade Splicer. Start the beatdowns. This deck does turn the corner pretty well. Like, just a lot of, like, value creatures all of a sudden, like, pile up. All of a sudden, I'm, like, way ahead. Maybe. Alright. Replay the Thief. I might just touch it. With... I don't think they're playing Spell Pierce, so... Okay. If they play Spell Pierce, I mean, then you got me, I guess. They play Spell Pierce! Alright, but I can hold back the Cloudscape here, it's no big deal. No big deal, right? No big deal. Spell Pierce is actually, like, pretty reasonable in this meta. It's just funny that they had single... Me? What is this? Another Thief? Okay, I can deal with that. Are these ninjas? Are they playing, like, a ninja deck? What? I don't know what's going on. Okay. I think they're playing, like a weird ninja deck with Thief of Sanity. Oh, what? I lagged. I meant to block. I hit OK twice. Oh, it's so annoying. Then they get a hit. That's so annoying. Because it lagged and then, like... That's so annoying. So they took a card. I don't know what it is. I could bounce something, I think. I guess. Hey, Restoki, what's up? Oh, it's so annoying. I'm so annoyed by that right now. Oh, it's so annoying. Because any card they could have gotten is really good here. Just vibing. Me too. Trying to vibe here. Oh god. Sorry in a second. Okay, I don't need to mute this. Hey, that's my elite guard mage. That's my guard mage. I can bounce it back to my hand though, which is funny. That's my guard mage. Alright, so their hand is like Thief plus an Unknown off the elite guard mage. This time I am blocking. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just bouncing my own guard mage. And coming in with the Golem and the Cloudscape. If they play like another Thief, I guess I could just bounce a Thief and try to like swing in for lethal. They have to start like chump blocking at some point. Me? Okay. I'll keep the Blade Slicer. I'm fine with that. I didn't want to keep that Cloudscape though. That was the one card I didn't want to keep. But I mean, I have like air superiority, and I could like just trade off everything. Ooh, Resto. I love me a Resto. I forgot to start. You here too. Okay, let's talk with everyone here. One of these is getting through, unless they just chump everything. Yeah, you have to block this. Alright, they're at one. I have a resto in my hand. This feels pretty good. I don't know why I didn't keep attacking with a Changeling Outcast. They can't block with them, so why not just keep attacking? I'm actually surprised they didn't just keep attacking with these Outcasts. They don't really do this. They don't really do anything other than attack, sure. But I think they're just dead on board, especially with my resto here. They're actually just dead on board anyway, without the resto, but... Well, here we go. Nothing I've done for you. Okay, I don't know this deck. They played a bunch of like weird one drops. I don't know. I guess it's not really that good. I guess I played like D Sphere and like maybe a Gideon, and then just kind of shave some random cards. I feel like I'm kind of set up well for a deck like this. I like Nevermaker matchup. Like I like everything. Like I like having everything. I like the flyers. I can maybe cut some of the early stuff like Thraben Inspector. And kind of like trim one of those. I like all the removal. I kind of like everything. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll just cut like a maybe just cut like three of these. Just go for like the late game. I like this hand. I'll keep. Hey, how's it going? Claris or Clephoris? Clephoris. Sorry, I'm just closing a bunch of windows. I don't like having a billion tabs open. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. I for you all, but I don't like having a million tabs open. All right, I'm gonna lead with champion. I kind of always starts up. I really always ends up with my best starts. I think. What is this deck? Why do they need obscure storefront for? I'm so confused about what's happening on my opponent's side. All right, getting while the getting's good, I guess. All right, I want lands here, so I'm gonna bottom that. Get my clue token. Thief of Sanity. Please draw a land so I can touch this. I would love to have a land here. I kind of want to draw a card instead of like playing the Watcher. Because if I draw like a tap land, I kind of want to dig one deeper. Okay, well, they're gonna take a hit. Unfortunate. I could have actually like done the same thing I did last game, which was like blink this, but I think a better use of my mana would just be like, hey, draw that card. Try to dig one deeper. This is terrible because it can clear like the top three cards on my library and just like kind of mana screw me. Yeah, that they just like mill two lands. What are these outcasts for? Okay, I found the land. They could have like a mana leak or spell pierce, whatever, but I don't think I can like afford to play around that right now. Okay, awesome. Alright, they can't block, so definitely coming in with Inspector. If I draw a land, I'll play the Nevermaker out. If they don't, I just play the Blade Splicer. God, I'm so worried about getting ninja here. They have it. Fallen Shinobi. This thing, like, what? So good. This card's so good. Okay, that's insane. Why? That's so broke. That's so unfair. Is this the only reason they're playing with Outcast so they can just do this? Great. Good old double stone rain. Love it. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Done it by my own deck. Good Shinobi there. That's a pretty sick Shinobi. Um, yeah, I don't, like I said, I don't have a lot of removal, so I'm just gonna run it back. Oh, I get Riftwing back? It doesn't matter. I guess. Yeah, that's right. The owner's right. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna, I don't know. Maybe it was a pre-concede. Probably right. Great deck. I'm gonna mulligan. Sure, I'll keep. I'm game. Yeah, that's true. I guess if they blink it, they don't own it. Maybe I should just let them do it and then just like bounce their thing. Then I'm still like down land. I guess that wouldn't be too bad. Alright, great curve out. Alright, suspend Cloud Skate. Go. Alright. Just gonna run out my threats. I don't know if I'm gonna hold this for like the Thief of Sanity. Alright, they have Stern Dismissal, okay. Okay. I see your game. I'm ready this time. It's kind of tasty, but I think I want to just exile this for now. Next turn I get a bounce, so if they play like any sort of like goofy card, I could just bounce it. Ingenious Infiltrate. So is there some sort of ninja deck, but you're playing like interesting cards like Thief of Sanity. Oh god, I get the Soul Herder this now. Okay, and then I just Soul Herder another thing. Oh my goodness. Value. Oh, I've got the attack with the haste thing. I'm so out of it today. I don't know what's going on. Okay, but it's enough. A concede for a concede. I'll take that. I will take that. All right, another round with the Penny Dreadful Blue-White Blink deck. I am on the play. The man is a bit suspect, even though 24 lands. I'm going to keep this hand. It's slightly better. I'm actually going to bin the champion. It's a bit weak with a hand like this. I mean, I have double Watcher, but I'm not going to get this out to like turn 3, so I think how my curve is going, I don't think I'm going to have time to pump the champion. I think I might top this for now. Kind of slows down my mana, but I think I want like lands. Swamp. Could be anything. Maybe a hymn deck, maybe some vampires, Dark Ritual, okay. Scrap Heap Scrounger, that's actually kind of scary. And a Carnophage. So dealing with some aggro. I think I have to like run out the Watcher, the block. It's not going to block this turn, but next turn it's going to get something. And I'm going to take the Touch the Spirit Realm here. So I can get rid of this Scrap Heap Scrounger. So I'll probably have to block. Or I'll probably have to block the Carnifage and then exile the Scrap Heap Scrounger. Alright, big attack. Dark Control is hell of a drug. Good him. They hit the two worst cards in my hand, so kind of happy about that. I'm gonna bottom this. I'm just kind of looking for something faster here. Resto would be great. If I found a Resto at any point, I think it'd be pretty great. I like Nevermaker, actually. I'm gonna take the Nevermaker. I do have the last land to kind of support that. It's a great blocker. It's just a clean 2-for-1. Not kind of clean. Not super clean, but clean enough. Hippie, huh? Interesting. Alright, so I think I have to block this. And then I have to, like, touch this. I don't know. Depends on what's, like, my next card is. Alright, yeah, I think I'm just gonna exile this hippie and then trade this for this. Get the Nevermaker out. Kind of weathering the storm pretty nicely here. With my O-ring. Alright. It's kind of a rough, like, hit here, though, because like, they can attack and they get this back because they have a creature in their yard. I think I have to block, though. Because I get the Nevermaker in play. It's like a 2-3, so it just, like, kind of stuffs this for now. I can go to 9 and then touch the thing next turn. Have him? Have him is so bad. That's so bad. Ugh, that's so bad for me. Alright. It's a great line. Ugh, unfortunate. Alright, gotta draw something here. Blade Spice would be pretty great at any point. Resto would be pretty great. I have a lot of, like, good cards to draw. Alright, Lacerator. Argyle's Bloodfast. I actually love this card. Alright. Ask me, you shall receive. Here's the Blade Splicer. They won't get loose life off this, but off the Carnifage for sure. Okay. But, I mean, they have the Bloodfast there to draw a bunch of cards. It's pretty good in this kind of, like, scenario. They're up on life. Alright, they're gonna pump this Bloodfast here. The Blade Spicer might be enough, though, to kind of, like, stop the bleeding. They can scrounge back with the Carnifage and try to, like, just kind of go all out. It's not a terrible idea. But, I mean, the first strike is such a big deal on this board. I mean, if you ever draw, like, a Soul Herder or a Resto now, it's gonna get over really... It's gonna get out of control really quickly. Alright. I can attack and like double block and I can just kill something here. I think I'm okay with that kind of exchange. It kind of pressures their life total with the Argyle's Bloodfast, so they can't draw out of this. They like double block and to kill one of these things. I'm pretty okay with that. Alright, so I'm gonna order this so I kill the Lacerator first. That's just not even a good block. What are you talking? Wait, I first strike kill this, and then this doesn't do anything. It's actually a terrible block for this. What is math anyway? Yeah, okay, yeah, we figured it all out. Everyone figured it out. Alright. Here's another Blade Splicer. God, I love Blade Splicer so much. Back-to-back Blade Splicers, though, is pretty great. I guess eventually they can, like, transform this, but it's even kind of worse. They could, like, stay alive for a little bit, but is that even good? Alright, Despoiler Souls can't block. I think they're getting back to Scrappy Center. Another card that can't block. So I'm kind of fine with all this. Um, hmm. I can get really aggressive here and maybe attack. I can attack with a just one. They can go to exactly 5 and then start sacking things. That's kind of annoying on the math. I kind of like attacking with one. They're in a similar situation as last turn, but this time I guess they could start sacking all this stuff. I don't know. I like attacking with just one. Because their blocks are really bad against just one. And my blocks are pretty decent, I think. Alright. Alright, first strike, kill the Lacerator. And then this doesn't really, nothing really happens here. Alright. I guess the best part about exchange is they don't get to flip the Bloodfast. I guess they was upkeep, right? Okay, so they could like draw some more cards. Drew a land. I don't know what's good to draw cards here. Okay, they drew a hippie, but just block. It makes my Blade Splicer attack a little bit worse. Interesting attack. Doesn't really do much. You're a graveyard, okay. Doesn't really matter what I block here. I guess I understand that they have to like start pressuring my life total with these guys, so I could also block the Blade Splicer, but I think I want the Crackback to be kind of good. Because they can't, like, reanimate this, because they only have, like, the Lacerator in the graveyard. Alright, it's another creature that pseudo can't block. Okay. What is my attack? If I attack... If I attack with everyone, it's a lethal attack. They can block just, like... They can't really block both Blade Splicers. They have to block, like, one Golem. I guess the Crackback I die. So... I can't really commit all the Golems. Yeah, I'll just attack with both Golems here, see what happens. It's kind of scary to take this, though. I mean, they get to take this down. They get to go to 4 and then bring this. The math is a little wonky from here. Okay, they're just going to go to... If they go to 1, they die. Oh, I guess they could flip this. They could stack the triggers here. So if they stack the triggers correctly, They could flip this, gain some life. Okay, they did it right. That's kind of risky, though. Alright, so now they have to use this on, like, a creature. They could sack the Carnophage, I guess. I actually like just jumping there, so they don't have to deal with this. Oh, they could just tap it. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. Still, they could sack... I thought it was, like, a must. I thought you just had to pay life. Alright, well, at least I just, like... It's like killing a creature, more or less. Alright. They sacked the... They sacked the Carnophage. I would be certain they would have sacked the Scrappy Scrounger. Like, attack, sack Scrappy Scrounger, get it back. I feel like it's a better line for them. I'm blocking. Feels like a pretty easy block to me. Or I could just take it. I don't know what else. I don't know what they could have. They're attacking with everyone. Love this. They could have, like... If I go to 3, if they have something like... Okay. They looked at all their attacks, and I was like, good. Alright. I guess I like Isolate. There's a lot of 1-drops in this deck, so Isolate could be okay. D-Sphere seems pretty good. Gideon seems pretty good. Cloud State seems a bit slow. I actually kind of like Nevermaker, though. Although, I could, like, cut all the champions as not the beatdown deck. I don't think I'm really the beatdown in this. I think I played the control role, so... I think I'm gonna cut all, like, the early drops. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think the Cloud Skates are actually that good, so let me just cut these. I'm really just trying to, like, lead into this, so, like, having early blockers is fine. I'm gonna cut a Watcher, actually. Yeah, I think I'm good with this. I like this version of, like, mono black aggro. Just, like, not having, like, some sort of theme to it. I think, like, really opens your, like, deck buildings up. A lot of, like, creatures that couldn't block, though. How's it going, Gear Hulk? How are you? Just playing a little League, you know. Penny Dreadful League, that is, not the League of Legends. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. 1-1 in this league so far. Waiting for my opponent to submit their deck. They're taking all the time. Whenever they're, like, lagging out or disconnected. This is a big mulligan for me. One tap land's not going to do it. This is better. I have the Unstoppable Blade Splicer. I kind of like all the removal, too. It's a bit slow. I think I'll just, like, leave with the Kurt out. You might be watching a YouTube video right now. I think you're in a YouTube video right now. Alright, that was a good 1-drop to start. Yeah, just kind of like a value deck. Blue-White Blink. I love Resto Angel. That's kind of why I built this deck. Alright. Ooh, Big Dark Ritual. Oh, this might be just a spew of one drops. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Come on, D-Sphere. Oh, bring on the D-Sphere, please. I'll take this too for now. Really looking for a D-Sphere. Would love to see a D-Sphere at some point. Um, okay, I'll just run out this Watcher. Soul Herder is pretty great. I do like Soul Herder. It's gonna chump one of these things next turn. I'm definitely blocking this turn. My goodness. It's so many Lacerators. So little time. All the one drops. Oh my goodness. Where's my engineer explosives? That doesn't exist. Isolate. Love it. Okay, so gonna round up Blade Splicer. And I'm definitely chumping with this Watcher. And then I could Soul Herder Isolate next turn. I like my little play here. I know they have a lot of reach and sort of like direct damage. They could have like stuff like Bump in the Night. That'd be kind of scary. Buns. Hmm. I think they're scared again of this Blade Splicer. It's a big, big wall. Like, these golems are just so good against their X2s. But all they can do is, like, slam into them, right? If this is the line you took, you kind of have to just, like, do this. I'm gonna keep the Carnifage around. If they keep paying life to kind of use it. Alright, so this is gonna be a great turn next turn. No, I love Blade Splicer. It's one of my favorite cards. Actually, Resto is, but it just makes Resto better. Alright, it's gonna be a nice Soul Herder turn. Also, I get the Isolate, too, which also exiles a creature, which also triggers the Soul Herder. Oh, big him. Oh, they hit the Isolate. It's okay, I kept the Soul Herder. Dang, that was a good him. But I kept Soul Herder, which is really what matters. But they also got the Isolate, but I think it should be good. Okay. Blink my Blade Splicer. Yes, I would love the easy ability. So yeah, this is looking pretty bad. If they can't break this up with a removal spell here, I think I'm gonna win this. Famous last words. They left this untapped. That's wild. Like I can go to 4. I don't think it's a big deal. And then like next turn the soldier is just big enough for everything here. I should have thought twice about like leaving this untapped because their attack's not very good. I could just like wipe their board if I felt like it. I could just sacrifice the Soul Herder to just kill everything. I still left with like 2/3/3s and a 1/1. Think of like Vendetta here. I don't know, like Bloodchief Service actually kills a golem. That's pretty good. If they have that. I don't know if they could really attack. I'd be kind of afraid if they attacked with everyone. I let this through, and then they just bump the night me twice. Okay. Oh. Gideon Jura? Oh no. Um, I think the game's over. Okay, I'm gonna attack. Oh no, it's over. It's over. Love the fun of Gideon. Alright, go. Oh yeah, I get another golem too. Yes. Might as well keep his taps. Wow, they kept it untapped. I love the Moxie. I guess I could like... No, there's something they can do. They're just dead. I love this new thing they did. They made it so you have to attack Gideon here. They just like force you to attack Gideon. So good change for MTGO. Alright. Nice win. Good top deck there. Alright, round 3 with the Penny and Dreadful Blue-White Blink list. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's semi-aggressive. I'm still unsure if Champion's even worth it in this deck, but you do have some like interesting draws. You do get some interesting aggressive draws like this. I draw like an untapped land as an island. I guess like Watcher could be really good. Okay, I think I'll just do that. I'll take the resto. Frontier Bivouac. What does this mean? Teamer? Maybe Glimpse? Wild Cantor? Okay, I don't know what it means now. And they're using it for an Elvish Mystic. Wild. What kind of exchange is this? I don't even understand if that's a great exchange. Why not just play the Elvish Mystic? I'm so confused right now. I'm gonna bottom this. Play this. Why would they do that? Why not just play the Elvish Mystic? Did they want this Wild Cantor in their graveyard? Or were they just misclicked? Swans of Bryn Aggro, okay. Well, I have this thing, so that's pretty good. But why did... but why did they do that? I'm so confused. I'm just gonna stop asking questions and keep attacking. Okay. They have all all the wild cantors here. Wow, this is a lot of dorks. A lot of dorks. I guess I like Blade Splicer, just attack with everyone. I guess I could like double block one of these champions, but I mean the 4/4 is just gonna remain as kind of a huge threat. Again, the reason why like kind of just like the lead with this and these weird value creatures kind of just like help everything happen. Yeah, they can kind of just like block out here, but I guess they really value all their mana. I'm just wondering why they traded this Cantor for this Eldritch Mystic. This is kind of bizarre to me. We have Firelit Thicket? Really? Wildfire. Okay. That's a lot on my lands. Like, all of them. What is happening over there? Okay. This is an interesting deck. You don't see a lot of, like, mana dorks with Wildfire, but I mean, I guess here we are. I guess we're both playing very interesting decks. Okay, White Source is great. Just gonna pressure my opponent with these Thraben Inspectors. I'm lagging really badly. Okay, I have to watch my clicks. Alright. Thraben Inspector. Should I just close this? Annex. Okay. I mean, I already have my threat, so it's okay. Can't annex my 1/2. Or can you? Annex steals lands, if you didn't know. Very flavorful card. Alright. Go, Inspector! The detective is in. Let's card this rest, so I'm really far away from casting that. They could Wildfire again. That'd be really funny. Okay, go. Go! I actually did kept the Cloud Skate, because I could just suspend on turn 2 if it even comes that far. Okay. Okay, Temple's nice. I like Temple. Bottom this. I just want another land. This gets blown up or stolen. Alright, one to go. Don't confiscate. You can annex this, it's fine. Yes! Yeah! Believe it! Believe it. What is my opponent playing? Some sort of Annex Wildfire deck. So I like Disenchant against the Annexes. Like Negate against Wildfire. And I guess that's it. I could cut like touches for this, but they played Swans too. That was an interesting card to see. I guess I could trade some of these for Detention Spheres. I like Nevermaker a lot. Mate, do I? I guess I do. Hmm. I don't know what to cut here. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of weird. They play a bunch of early drops. I could like store lands under the Watcher. It seems fine. Everything kind of seems fine. The Swans, that really throws me off here. I think I'm gonna cut some of these. Just play Detention Spheres for that, and I don't know if Nember is gonna be that good. I'll trim one. Hmm. I don't mind Resto. I could like float mana and then like flash in the Resto post moment. I'll cut some guard mages. I'll cut like one guard mage. And I don't know. The Spectre was kind of the MVP there, so I think they had to stay in. I'll just cut these. I'll just cut these 4-drops. That's okay. We can just kind of play small ball here. I can grow the champion fast enough to get it out of like Wildfire range. That's kind of a thing, right? Great deck. Great deck here. Oh man, why is like blue-white mana so bad? I'm gonna keep this hand. It's kind of goofy. I do have a bunch of scry land, so I think I'm fine with that. It's kind of a very reactive hand. I'm sure if the Zits and Chance are worth it. Alright. The Wildfire, like, creature dork deck doesn't seem very great. I guess the Cantors can kind of, like, act as, like, lotus petals that you don't really care about. I'm gonna run out the untapped planes because I might want to disenchant like an Annex that's coming up. Another. It'd be crazy if the Annex is just sacking this Cantor. But they're gonna attack first. That's smart. Okay. Oh, wow, missed the land drop. It's no good. Alright. Could get mana leaked here or not. Alright. They got the Swans, but I do have this D-Sphere. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay on lands. They're kind of far away from a Wildfire. So I'll take the Swans. They missed a couple land drops, though. It's pretty unfortunate. I'm not really sure what their deck does. All I know is they cast the Swans and cast a Wildfire, and I've exiled it every time. Okay. The Blade Spicers are good again. On to the next one. Alright, another round with the Penny-Triple Blue-White Blink list. 3-1. Not a bad record. Let's go for the 4-1 here. This hand's okay. I can keep. These tap ones are really goofy. I might just, like, go with, like... I think I might just go with just, like, all basics. And no, like... This hasn't been okay to, like, dig, but they make really awkward draws in the beginning. You kind of just want, like, all untapped lands. Alright. Turn 1 Probe. Could be, like, Dreadnought. Could be Storm. I think I've only lost to Storm today, so... With this deck, so we'll see. My hand's not very good if it's Storm deck, so I'm gonna leave with the good old Thraben Inspector. Blue-black with a probe. Interesting. I don't know what this deck could be. Alright, a little late to the party, champion. I just want lands here. I'm gonna bottom that. What could they be playing? I have no idea. Maybe like a control? I don't know. Control. Why would a control deck play probe? They could play Blue-Black Storm. That'd be funny. I love Blue-Black Storm. Alright. Big lose focus on the champion. It's kind of a goofy Temple of Enlightenment champion of the Parish deck. But I think they're afraid of it enough. I have a lot of, like, must counterable, so, like... I should be afraid of everything. I like this island. Not that one, but I like this one. It's kind of cool. Kaldheim, I guess? Alright, all I can really do is run out my threats here. They haven't really done anything. They might be just a blue-black control. I'm kind of guessing blue-black control, but probe is really weird to see. It could be like a blue-black, like, mid-range or Delverish deck. I don't know. They haven't really cast any threats, though. Thirst for discovery in response. Okay. Huh. I guess there's some sort of control deck with Probe. Probe does fuel Treasure Cruise, so, I mean, that's not nothing. I guess it's Touch the Spirit Realm. Like, Touch is, like, always kind of, like, good in some way. I can just blink my thing to protect it against a creature spell, or creature removal spell. So that's not too bad. Secure Storefront. Kind of interesting land to have in a 2-color deck. Unless they're Esper. Okay, they're not, but I guess it helps mitigate the probes. They do gain life. That's a kind of a hidden line I always forget. That just randomly gains you life. So it's like a slightly better sort of like evolving wilds if you're into that. Which you seem to be if you're like playing it. Alright. Alright, we'll continue the beatdowns. I'm even going to cast this lead guard mage. I have no reason not to route the elite guard mage. I guess worst case I could just like protect my creatures with touch and then draw a card. I could fake counterspell here or something. I don't know. Like what wrath effect could they have at 5 or 4? I guess they have like a language isn't legal, so I don't know. Doing nothing seems very enticing too. I kind of like doing nothing. I could hold up touch for any of my creatures, not the golem token, but I could just touch the Blaze Splicer right now and just like bring it back. Because if they play something, I could just invoke. Okay, so I'm gonna exile this, bring it back. It'll come back with another golem token at their end step. I guess I kind of like am giving myself less outs against something like a Lockmere Serpent, but I do have a Nevermaker. I kind of mess with that. What is this deck? I guess this is blue-black control. Alright. They discarded 2 cards, even though you could have just... Oh, it's a basic land. Wow, that's funny. There's a land. Alright. What's going on, opponent? What do you got? You gotta do something here. Tombstalker. I love it. Right after I right, I guess I have to just evoke the Nevermaker, but I think I have a counter spell for the evoke trigger. Alright. Alright, so I will evoke this. Put this on top. It's really awkward to have this on top. They could just have counterspell or something, or lose focus. This guy's so good. Okay, they do have a memory lapse. Kind of like attacking with everyone. They still take 5, and it's like... I have this thing coming up. They can never really block. They can never really attack. I kind of just like sacrificing the golem to this, so it's not a big deal. They go to 5, like... They kind of just have to block a golem here. 2 humans kill, but I mean, I could like guard mage into a human for like the win, I guess. All right. Infernal Grasp, my Blade Splicer. They go to 3 for this. So technically the Elite Guard Mage is pretty good. Okay. Never mind. What they do? Blood Chiefs or something. And a Delver. Oh, so they're blue-black Delver. Okay. Well, I mean, they're getting Nevermaker here. So they might as well get in, because they know I'm drawing Nevermaker. They should probably... Okay, well... I guess if they attack, they just Nevermaker this and they die, so yeah, it's probably good. Okay, yeah. I really like Nevermaker. It's really strong. I don't know if there's like... I wish there was like a better card at a human that did something like this. Something similar, but Nevermaker plus Blinking is just so strong. They can recast this, but I mean, I think by the time they recast it, the game's gonna be over. They have to block the Golem, otherwise they die. Also, they never flip the Delver because they just put a Tombstalker on top. Alright. What do you got, opponent? You're drawing the Tombstalker, which is pretty decent. And you definitely have enough graveyard to cast it and hold up a counterspell. Alright, Ponder. Ponder means that, like, my Guard Mage is kind of good to cast. Decided to shuffle. Soul Herder is kind of nice, but if I draw a land here, this is going to be pretty great. But I'm going to go with the Guard Mage first. Which sets up a next turn lethal. Alright, I can suspend this. No, I think I want to actually cast this. And just try to, like, bounce this, kill them. Yeah. I'm not going to attack right now. This is fine. Kind of fine where I'm at. The Cloudscape will hopefully end the game if they try to, like, cast a spell here. They're drawing blind. They shuffle with a Ponder, so we'll see what happens. They can have, like, a pile of removal spells. I don't know. They have, like, Infernal Grasp in their deck, so I don't know if they can afford to cast it, obviously, at 2 life. Alright, looks like that was enough. Huh. So, Blue-Black Delver, interesting deck. I think I like just extra removal for, like, their kind of bigger threats. I don't really like fighting the counterspell war with negates. Kind of just like playing to the board. I like Gideon in this matchup. I don't think I like Nevermaker, although it's pretty good there. And then one more card. Fly problem in my room. Kind of like everything. Again, I like most of the deck. I think I'll maybe cut an Inspector or like a Watcher. One of these two. I think maybe the Watcher. I'm gonna keep his hand. It's pretty reasonable. Smurfing on them? Good. I mean, what are the Rockets, really? The Rockets aren't a real team. They're not a real team. Jabari had, like, what, 3 points, maybe? I mean, like, kind of, like, trying... kind of focused here, but... Oh my god, and the Pistons play in an hour. It's probably a Blood Chief Thirst. Pretty good. Alright. Alright, the temple needs to go hard here. I don't mount land, so I like the Scrying lands at the bottom. Alright, thank you. I don't want to play like raw Soul Herder. It doesn't like do anything. So I might just have to pass turn next turn if I don't have a thing to do, which is really sad. It's actually kind of sad here. Yeah. Raw Soul Herder just is not it. What if they're playing like a bunch of Thought Scours for their Tombstalker? Or maybe just Thirst for Discovery? Still a pretty decent card. Alright, they discarded a basic island. If they have their Black Source, they can cast Tombstalker right now. I do have the touch, though. They would have to like, tap an island, though, which only holds up Spell Pierce for the touch. Alright. All the removal. Nowhere to go. I'm kind of fine hanging out. I mean, my Lithel wasn't pressured at all. Totally fine with all this. They're just continuing to churn through their deck, though. This is kind of scary. They just trade their lands for good cards. Alright, discarded Repeal and Storefront. It's not bad. Eventually, one of us has to commit something. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to commit other than the Soul Herder. It's not that great. Alright, another Probe. See my other removal spell. Lost Legacy. Okay, interesting card to have in this matchup. Um, so I play like a casual format called Penny Dreadful. It's like an MTGO format only. Do I have the command? I swear I have a command for this. But I also play Modern, and I also draft sometimes. Alright, so they named... What did they name? They named Soul Herder. Interesting. That's an interesting name. So I get the flash in this resto. I mean, it's kind of doing it in face of a counterspell, but I kind of like to pressure their life total here. If I just tap them out here, I draw like a threat. It should be not bad. Like, I could Blade Spicer touch, and then just have like 7 power on the field all of a sudden. They kind of have to counter this if they have a counter spell. Oh, nice. Now I have like double touch to protect my resto too, which is pretty nice. The great thing about touch though, the channel card's like uncounterable. Alright, another Lost Legacy. I guess they can now name my Touch of Spirit Realms, but I'm gonna draw 2 cards from it. So I mean, go ahead. This is when keeping it real goes wrong here. I don't know if it's even good in this stage. They could name Touch or something in my... I mean, they know my deck, so then I can name, like, a threat, I guess, but it doesn't seem very great in this kind of matchup. Resto Angel. Okay, I have one in the field already, so they can get the rest of them. Alright. Time to ride this one Resto to victory. I've done that before. I do love Resto. This card's so good. This is probably a cruise. Today to tournament, I named so many bad names in the Lost Legacy. I don't know what I was doing today. I think it's kind of these, but all right. I love the shocks. Continually shocking. Again, the touches are really good here. I think just protecting this one threat is going to be so strong. Or just like removing a threat. Either way, it's pretty good. Just why did I play the Glacial Fortress? It's kind of like free information for them. Now they know my hand still. Yeah, like today I lost Legacy. I lost Legacy to Oops player and didn't name Dread Return. And I lost Legacy to Storm player and I didn't name Mind Desire. I don't know why. I think I just like lost all hope for some reason. I had turned 1 Lost Legacy on Storm. I named Frantic Search, but I thought it was defensible. But not naming Dread Return against Oops is, like, not defensible. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Alright. Bloodchief Thirst kicked. Well, you're gonna figure out what's happening here. They will blink my thing, which is not counterable unless they have a Trick Bind. Touch has 2 modes. Gets your Sorcerer Speed removal. Alright. Channel is so broken. We've heard that before, right? Delver. I'm gonna D-sphere the nonsense out of the Delver. Because that has no other targets. Actually, I don't think it matters. I don't have to D-sphere this. What does it matter? What are you gonna do? Attack me for 3? I have a 3-4. I got a 3-4. What do I care? Okay, I have another D-sphere. Maybe. No, I'm just gonna attack. It doesn't really matter. This guy does not matter. Okay. They milled another Thirst and a Delver. And it's the thing that they know my hand exactly. Minus this D-sphere. So they kind of knew it was coming. So they do have to kind of just churn through it, I suppose. Alright. Delver, can you flip blindly? So you can block my resto. Alright, it's a probe. Yet another probe. Will they pay the life for it? If they paid life for it, they'd probably die. Hey, they paid the mana. Alright. If they just hold back the block, I mean, it probably will just D-sphere this time. I don't know how many counter spells they could have, but I have a lot of D-spheres in my hand. Alright. Again, I don't really feel the need to D-sphere, because, like, I could just, like, crash through with my resto. I might just, like, try to resolve this Blade Splicer. Ooh, we have a thing. What do we got? Repeal for 4. Okay. I'm kind of fine with this, I guess. I'm kind of fine with this. With my Blade Splicer in my hand. Alright. I mean, it does, like, kind of, like, put the shields down, but I also just put, like, 7 power in the play. Oh, 10 power in the play. So, I think I'm okay with this. I mean, they kill my resto now. I think I'm okay with it. Alright, go. Because they have some sort of wrath effect. I don't know. That'd be kind of gross. They have a full grip, and they've drawn so many cards. They could have a lot of things here. My hands are so dry. I won't. You know, I know 2 things I don't have is Soul Herder and other restos. This one resto's done all the work. Duress, that's a hit. It's a big hit here. Alright. Nice. Go resto. They did probe a lot and didn't do a lot, so that was on them. Alright. We're back with the final thoughts on the Blue-White Blink deck. 4-1. Pretty decent record. Only lost to Storm. I think I should have, like, way more Storm hate. I think just a full set of candidates might be just enough. Like I really just want to like that matchup seems so bad. So I think I just want to like load up on this. I don't really know if Blossoming Column is really where I want to be. Um, so I think it's the first change I'm gonna make. Just kind of load up on Canonist. Um, the Cyber was fine. I didn't really like have any real problems with anything. Um, Main deck itself, I mean, I like some of the lines of like just champion his stuff and you just like kind of pressure your opponent and then outvalue them later on. I thought that was cool. None of like this late stuff kind of came up. I did Cloud Skate, the Storm player, a lot. That was kind of funny that one game, but then I just kind of got dump truck because I didn't have any responses. But I think if there's like a shell of it, it's like kind of like this, like these 16 cards are like where I would start with any sort of blink deck. Like just having Soul Hoarder, Resto, Blade Splicer. That's just an engine on its own. And like Watcher is pretty great as like a card drawing shell. Guard Mage is like fine. This could be anything though. Nevermaker really came up, but like Nevermaker Soul Hoarder is like really disgusting if they have any sort of permanent on the battlefield that's on a land. But yeah, the weird human Aztec was fine. It's gonna get bigger. It's not as big as like a 4/4, but you could just cut this if you wanted. But it was fine. I thought it was pretty decent. I don't know what else. I don't know what else I could say about the deck. Again, this shell is good. Just like Blaze Spicer, Resto, Touch, they're all pretty strong together. And with Soul Hoarder, if you could just like stick a Soul Hoarder with anything on the battlefield, or with anything with value, any inner battlefield effect, you're gonna get some value out of it. And that's really all it's about. It's just like kind of pulling ahead and I don't know. Like I said, if I didn't change anything, you could change like this early core, any of these late things. You could anything. You could just cut the human thing, play like just good cards. People play like Wall of Omens. Like I could see just like a bunch of Wall of Omens, Watcher, and just kind of like beat down with all this. That's another fine thing you could do. Yeah, I don't know. You can play like Mana Leaks too. I guess like Mana Leak would be kind of a cool card, but then you have like the mana base was kind of weird. I think I had too much white sources, not a blue, but I think it was fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I don't know. It's a bit more on the fair side, so the unfair matchups, I think you need to overload to the sideboard for. So that's why I'm just like my only real suggestion would be like go to full Canonist. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate the support. Like, follow, subscribe to this video if you want to see more content. And yeah. Bye bye.